Hey everyone, nerdygymbros here. Today we're going to talk about the new Battlefield 5 single player trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. And the thing is, I loved Battlefield 1's War Stories.
Yeah, I did too.
Was it called War Stories then? Or did they
I
just
don't know
add
if
that
it-
now?
I don't know if it was called War Stories, but I loved the campaign regardless.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's ever watched any of our videos, they know stories are important to us, but I loved how they did it and how they wasn't just American actors acting it out. It was like whatever area they were, it was their accent and everything. Not to say dialect, but that didn't seem right.
Yeah, kind of off. But
Right. But now going into the fifth one, obviously, if we're looking at a graphical standpoint, it looks fucking gorgeous. It looks beautiful. Just from that point alone, it looks awesome. I'm really excited for the skiing.
Yeah, the skiing is going to be.
Because we've never skied or snowboarded or anything. So I mean, that in itself, I'm really excited for.
I wonder if there's going to be an achievement for like falling head first into a tree or something. Just because that would be funny.
I think there's probably going to be an achievement called Pizza French Fry because of skiing.
I doubt it's going to be called that.
I don't know. But I'm excited. I mean, it looks gorgeous completely. I think it does.
There was a lot going on in the trailer that, because it's only 2 minutes long, because they don't obviously want to spoil the entire story that they're going to tell with it, that you don't really get to see how everything's working out. I mean, and that's how it should be. A trailer shouldn't be the entire story mode written out for everybody to see, but based on Battlefield 1's experience, which I think the trailers I can remember seeing of Battlefield 1 story mode was always of the first war story with the tank. I want to say it was Bessie or something like that. But
yeah, Bessie doesn't like cursing.
Yeah, but just from the Battlefield 1 story mode, and I like how in Battlefield 1 story mode the different stories were not all interlaced and connected and everything.
But they don't need to be connected.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is that I liked how they were their own stories. Granted, I would have loved it if the story mode was longer.
Yeah, because each character to me was individual and unique.
Yeah,
and that's what I absolutely loved about it.
And the one complaint I always had about Battlefield 1 story mode was I just wished it was longer. Granted, in the end, maybe shorter and concise was better because it turned out to be such a great story mode for each and every single individual character, definitely. But I'm really excited to see what they're doing with this one because of the past experiences, just because they're with the tank one, there was intense emotions within that one. Definitely by the end of it, when the tank's not working, with the fighter pilot American dude, you had that entire story, and then also at the end of it, it left you questioning whether or not what you heard was actually the truth or not. And that was a cool little twist on the end of it. And
it really shocked the hell out of me. Also, like when he makes eye contact with you. Yeah, I love that part.
Yeah, I had the Aussie,
he was one of my favorites by far.
Who was really awesome and
a badass.
Badass and cutscene death. Because I was kicking ass. I
was like, I know, I just defeated everybody here.
Got killed in a cutscene. Dick. But I mean,
that shocked the hell out of me. I wasn't expecting him to, because to me, I guess I didn't think it through that he was going off to.
I knew he was.
I just didn't think about it because I'm like, oh, he's gonna go here and he's gonna procrastinate and then he's gonna like ride on horseback off into the desert somewhere.
Yeah, but just
I was wrong, but
just because
either way, it made it more emotional though, and I loved it.
Yeah, and that's what was cool about it. Is just because it was him. His character was in his later years, and he was mentoring the one kid, and then it was him, making the sacrifice for the young kid in Gallipoli, which was just a complete military failure for that part of the war on the Allied side of it. I mean, you had the Italian dude and his brother.
That was fucking amazing. I think that was probably my second or first favorite. That was amazing. I love that story. And then I think it was Zara's, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then you had Zara with Lawrence of Arabia, which to me was
one of
my favorites of the entire thing, just because it was such a cool story.
It was a surprise.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
And that's why I'm really looking forward to Battlefield 5 so much, just because if they can hit the same.
The one skiing is that like the daughter of the, because you see them. To me, it looks like they're like arriving like at a German checkpoint type thing, and obviously, to me, I thought the tall blonde woman was her mother or his. I think
It's a woman.
It is a woman.
They said it in one of the things when the game was coming out, that the first that because that
And
was
I know
taking
some
place
people
in
are like,
Norway.
why are you questioning this? Like, dude, just because someone has long hair, that's what I was
She
saying.
didn't really have one.
Well, she had the
mother
bangs,
had
and
long
that's what
hair,
threw me off.
What we think might be the mother, but yeah, that one, which I think is the first one based on what I can remember. Maybe it's not. Maybe there was a prologue one, just like how we play as the Harlem Hellfighters in the prologue of Battlefield 1. But
that looks emotional because it
Yeah.
looks like her mother's being taken away from her, and looks like she's trying to fight
yeah, that one's
the
taking
occupation
place
by
in,
herself. That's Norway,
yeah, that's where we did the Battlefield 5 beta and
which
that part of the map, which
Mhm.
I can't remember the name of right now.
If we can create a snowman in the story too, I'll be quite happy.
Yeah. So that, like with that one, like I said, there's so much going on in the trailer that you can't really tell what's going on, which I'm appreciative of because I don't want to have the story ruined for me until I play it myself. But definitely based on experience with Battlefield 1, I'm hoping that with each and every individual story, because I think this time they have like a total 7.
I know. I remember that. I don't remember which story it is, but there's a story that comes out after the game's released because they're putting on the finishing touches and everything on it. Because they didn't want to just here. They wanted to do it right and everything, which I'm cool with. I'm always okay with delays. Delays make me happy because it means they're taking their time.
But regardless, because of what they did with Battlefield 1 story mode, if they can nail the uniqueness of every single main character and the characters that they interact with again, and the different, I mean, because you don't need to have it be, the motion of.
I think what they're going to do, because I read something about it a few days ago, they're gonna mix it up, not mix it up, but there's going to be, I think there's one mission, I read it in a Game Informer interview, where the guy was talking about there's one specific mission where it's kind of just over the top humor, but I think the majority of it is pretty grounded and.
Well, I mean, it's war, so it's not going to be all shits and giggles, you know. But all I was going to say is that not every storyline has to be, the Italian dude storyline where he's fighting for his country and then what happened to his brother. It doesn't have to be a tank thing where they keep losing people and then the tank stops working and all that. It can be like the one American dude story where you don't know where the truth is, or it can be, in certain parts, lighter atmosphere or whatever, like the thing that you were just talking about. And I'll be cool with that just because not everything has to be, the same tone with every single one. Make each character, make each story that they're telling with these characters unique to them and the experiences that they had with it and the different territories of the war, because not every soldier had the same experience in World War II or any war for that matter. So as long as they make it as unique as Battlefield 1, I'll be happy with the story mode.
I agree completely.
It already looks really good, so I
think it looks
I don't
fantastic,
have to
and
really
when we
worry
played the
about
multiplayer, I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm definitely looking forward to diving back into the single player story again because to me the last Battlefield game we played before that was Battlefield 3, and I was a bit disappointed with the story.
Was it?
Yeah, we didn't play 4.
I guess we did.
But Battlefield 3, and that was with Sergeant Blackburn, and I was just, I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting something else. Obviously, a lot of people loved it, but I was just in the middle with him. Like, it was good, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. But when Battlefield 1 came out, and we played through that story. Absolutely loved it. I mean, completely took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting like that type of an in-depth emotional feel to it, and it was there. So now going into Battlefield 5, why they gotta throw these numbers around all over the place is beyond me. But when we go into Battlefield 5, I'm absolutely looking forward to the stories, the characters.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I've always preferred it when they went to the historical points in history anyways. I didn't much enjoy. I mean, I enjoyed the games, like with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I enjoyed the games themselves. I enjoyed the stories that they told. I'll never take that away from Call of Duty games, where they tell a really great story. Not to say that Battlefield don't, I'm just saying that. I'll never take that away from Call of Duty because I loved every single story mode pretty much that I've ever played from them. But despite how much I enjoyed it, I was never a fan of the modern turn or even the futuristic turns, except for Advanced Warfare. That was possibly my favorite one of them all. The story that it told, at least.
More, well, yeah, I'll agree with you, because I was gonna say Black Ops because I loved that so much, but
Mason in the Woods.
yeah, just because of the kinship there, and then obviously the second one based on what you do there, there's more to it. But I will agree with you. Advanced Warfare was it?
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, that was by far.
And I enjoyed Ghost's story a lot until the ending. The ending kind of killed it for me.
Yeah,
but
I agree. What was our character's name? Roach.
That was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Ghost and Roach.
Oh, you were talking about the
Call of
game
Duty
Ghost. I
Ghosts.
thought you were talking about Ghost himself.
No, Call of Duty Ghost. I enjoyed the game.
Yeah,
it's just the
right up until the ending.
the ending kind of ruined it for me. But regardless of that point, I've enjoyed. As much as I have enjoyed the futuristic and even the modern time period ones, I've always preferred the historic ones just because I enjoy.
You learn something while you play.
Well, sort of.
I
mean, it's fictional stories sometimes.
Well, to me, I like how they do it in your history because it makes more people interested in history.
Yeah, that's why.
And then you have people looking things up and everything. I like that.
I just enjoy the weapons of the time period from a gameplay standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the environments that they're in and everything. It's nothing against the modern or the advanced stuff or the futuristic stuff. I've always enjoyed the historical things.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's why I'm excited for Battlefield 5 story. Even though the trailer, like I said, there's a bunch of stuff happening, but it's just you don't really know where every story
Did you see the new tank too? There's a part where we're driving a tank.
I didn't. Like I said, there's so much going on.
No, I saw the tank. I'm like,
there's so much going on that I don't remember seeing the tank. I might have seen that.
There's a tank. I saw a tank. But that makes me happy because I I really hope Patton I think it'd be cool either to make an appearance or maybe you're under Patton's command or something. But either way,
I wonder if we'll see the airborne from.
Yeah, they was flying in it.
That's what I mean though, is that because we in the multiplayer we had the airborne dropping, so I wonder if we'll see the one airborne, the one famous.
Dog Company?
No,
not Dog Company. Easy Company.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see any Easy Company, or if we'll have any moments where Easy Company is involved.
I think that'd be amazing.
No, be under Easy Company, just because I think that the stories they're trying to tell are ones that
haven't been touched on before.
Yeah, so
I would talking about it in the background maybe.
Yeah,
that would
we're talking about it in the background, or maybe we're the ones, because
going to bail them out.
Yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I like historical based time periods is just because there's so many famous things that you learn in history class and everything that happened that I enjoy it when we actually
get to go there and
get to take part.
See it through their eyes in video game type of a world.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not as serious or those type of feelings, but
it would never be that real for a video gamer, just because what those
different what you're experiencing personally is different from on television. So that's why we're excited for Battlefield 5. We're probably fanboying a little bit, I'll be honest. But I'm absolutely excited for it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more video game content, and make sure you leave a comment down below to let us know what video game you want to see us talk about next. So this is nerdygymbros, signing off.